Hi, I'm Rob and welcome to another TW White & Sons video review. Today is our demonstrator. This is a Mazda 3, looking superb here in soul red crystal pearl metallic paint. This trim is called an Exclusive-Line and this is linked to the SKYACTIV-X engine. So that's the 2-litre front wheel drive with 186 horsepower. Also runs the SCCCI technology, which I'll explain in a bit. Coming down, as you can see, complementing the awesome paint is the gloss black wheels. It's an 18-inch wheel sitting on a Toyo tyre. Coming around the side, you have privacy glass, which again complements the glossy black parts of the car, including the rear spoiler here. And then, of course, while I'm here, we have keyless entry on this car, so you can open the door, jump in, start the car, all with a key tucked inside your pocket. Coming around the back, more glossy black. This time a little bit of chrome for the twin S exhausts. Again, that picks out nicely against the badging. And of course, at the back here, we have the prominent Mazda badge, and right down below we have the rear-versing camera. So that complements the sensors, which are a standard front and rear, so dead easy car to park and to manoeuvre. The back LED lights, again complementing the modern technology of a new design Mazda 3, all running the Kodo design influence, which is this lovely beautiful swage line running through the middle of the car. Very few creases, just a couple on the arches in the sense that it's a nice distinction line there for design. Coming round, you've also noted the sunroof. Door mirrors are integrated with the indicators. Let's work our way back round to the front. LED headlamps, again with an auto high beam function, and also you'll note front sensors. So there's a sensor ring of steel, so you should be able to park the car very easily. Okay, so let's work our way around to the back. So touchpad on the Mazda badge lets you in and out of the vehicle in the boot. You can also lock the car from there as well, so if you've unlocked using the fob button, you can actually press the button, slam the boot, and the whole vehicle will lock up. So with the boot you've got a 60-40 split, so you can fold down the luggage nicely and increase the boot space. Of course, underneath the boot carpet you'll also note the BOSE subwoofer, which gives you the nice punchy audio system, and no spare wheel, so just tucked there is your compressor with phone kit. These seats fold down super simply. I'll do that from inside the car, so let's pull this down and we'll into the back of the vehicle. So with the Exclusive-Line, it's a cloth interior. You've got a stitch that complements the door card stitching. Nice bit of chrome work running through there, which molds nicely from the trim straight into the door handle. It's almost hidden. Pull out armrest, and if you're not using the armrest for your drink storage, you've got 3-point belts for all. And then of course on the outer two seats there's two ISOFIX child seat mounting points. Sorry about the sun there. And they'll clip in and secure the seat into the chassis, so if there's any crunches, the seat is going to stay stable and do its job. So if you hear in the background lots of groaning sounds, it's not War of the Worlds. Unfortunately we have a demolition company smashing buildings to bits, so we'll move on. So inside the car, door card housing all the electric window mirror controls, quite conventional in that function, but again power folding from inside the car, but also when you lock and walk away the vehicle it will also power fold. BOSE audio, as I mentioned, back in the boot with the subwoofer. And then onto the seat itself, it's a sporty seat, it's cloth so it's not going to let you slide around when you go around bends really quickly, and of course you've got nice control method for setting yourself up perfectly. Coming across, that complements the telescopic wheel, which is rear and brake adjustable. But we'll hop into the cabin and show you some more features. Okay, once in, with being a Mazda with a keyless function, so you can press start as long as the green button is lit. You can press once, that will start the car up. Everything springs into life, including a Mazda 3 graphic in the middle of this digital display here. So we've got 3 dials, the 2 are conventional on the outside and the one in the middle. Using a button on the steering wheel here, I can press info and it will start to show you other information. So in this instance, you've got fuel consumption data. Bear in mind, that's not realistic. It's based on only 9 miles on the car. So once driven, it will resolve to a more accurate fuel consumption figure. Coming again, you've also got lane departure built into the car. So again, it will allow you to determine if you're drifting left or right. The wheel will physically give you a little nudge back into lane. And it uses the same technology when we come to this side of the steering wheel for the adaptive cruise function, which you turn on from here. That brings up on the display some little bars. Sorry about the glare here. I'll try and focus. That's it. So what happens there is you can increase or decrease a gap in time between you and the vehicle in front and that will just maintain that gap, even down to braking the car to a complete halt should the car in front of you brake to a complete halt. In things like traffic, effectively what that's going to do is just follow the car in front, and on motorway speeds, again, it will just keep a gap in time, and it's quite nice to have. It's not a distraction, but it's certainly a lifesaver in certain instances. Coming across, we have things like automatic wipers and lights. So that's on the right and left stalks. The right one is the wiper stalk, of course. Back onto the wheel spoke, we have controls for the media functions. So the car has the BOSE audio, of course, for the amplification of the speakers. But looking at the tablet here and using the control interface down here, you can go into media function here. In the first instance, the last action was onto the digital radio, so we'll push the little button down and we can show you that there's other things you can listen to. So FM, AM and DAB. Bluetooth, which will be a conventional Bluetooth connection and will stream music, but of course the car is capable of wireless connection for both Apple and Android, and once you've done that, you'll be able to use Apple CarPlay, Android Auto up here, and streaming services like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, things like that. You can also bring your navigation in, which would be Waze, Google Maps, and possibly others. And of course, all your connectivity for phone, contacts, WhatsApp. So a really nice system. It almost makes the Mazda system redundant, but using the button here, we have the Mazda Sat Nav. So again, it's pretty decent. It's got a nice clarity to it. It's as accurate as the RDS signal that updates it, but of course you may find your phone, therefore your phone updating Google Maps or Waze might be a little bit more accurate, but it's Hobson's choice on that one. Coming down, looking at the digital climate control, you've also got things like heated seats for the driver and the passenger to benefit from. So that's lovely in the winter months. And of course right now it's pretty warm, so we got the AC on low, and that's just chilling me as I sit here. Coming down, there's a wireless charging pad, so if your phone is capable, again, simply pop your phone on there and it will draw energy into the battery itself. You have cup holders, the automatic box of this car with a sport function. What that will do is it will show on the dash there that the car's now in sport mode. The gears will basically rev higher between gear changes, and it'll be more responsive when you go for kick down. Bearing in mind, by simply moving into drive, you move into manual mode, and it will bring these paddles into play, which are up and down gear change paddles. Simply though, any speed, back between drive and manual, it will never put the car in a gear it's not appropriate for the road speed, and then when you're ready, into P. However, by going into R, you'll bring up the digital camera behind, and also it will show the sensors. Now they will work on an increasing tone for the beepers. The lines on there, as you can see, will get redder as you get closer to the item affected, and of course there's a grid which will allow you to work out where you are in relation to the cars behind you. So nice, easy to use. Coming down, and say more functions around, or sort of Mazda functions in here. And as I say, on the left hand side you've got Android or Apple. Once you've paired your phone up, simply click the control over up or down and you're in for your audio. So coming rounds, well, sweep rounds, again, nice cloth mix on the seats. You've got a nice stitch running through the doors, which also runs through the middle of the dash. These sort of vertical, horizontal lines, I beg your pardon, running through the air vents. So a lot of nice design features. You've got an air vent as a pair of wings even around the digital display there. And of course, with this car, fitting with a sunroof, which is electric. It tilts by pushing the button here upwards, and it slides again by pulling the button here back towards the back of the car, and it will open. Okay, so bringing that back over. Again, if you want to stop heat soaking the cabin when you're leaving the car unattended, just bring the cover over and that will diminish that. So swinging round in the back and into the front, and as I say, there we are. It wants to start with Android Auto. It recognises my phone in my pocket. So here we have our demonstrator. The car is available to book for test drives. The vehicle will be available to purchase once the vehicle has achieved around about 90 days in stock. To buy the car, we can also help fund your purchase, and if you wish to exchange a vehicle with us, then of course you can do that too. So we look forward to hearing from you. This is our demonstration 2 litre SKYACTIV-X Exclusive-Line Automatic. Thank you.